So I decided to make this video because I never actually officially talked about my time at seminary in reflection. So as most of you probably know, I was a seminarian for the Archdiocese of Detroit for 3 years of my life. So I entered when I was 19 years old in the fall of 2016, and I spent 3 amazing years there. And in the summer leading into the third year and all throughout last year, which was my third year, I was really discerning more and more and deeper of what I really wanted, like the desires in my heart and what God wanted for my life. And through the direction of the priests there and my friends, and just through my own personal prayer life, I peacefully made a decision to discern out of the seminary, or to discern away from the priesthood. So what that means is that I left the school, and I am now living at home, and I'm hoping actually soon to get an apartment with a couple of friends of mine. But besides that, seminary is not a priest factory, all right? So it's not a place that you go to be a priest in one sense, okay? It's a place that you go to discern what God is calling you to do with your life. And I knew from the point of my conversion, or my deeper dive into faith when I was 18, that I wanted to live for Jesus, and I wanted to find a life for me that would provide me a way to do that. And I really thought that the only way that I could be holy and be a saint was by being a priest. And I had a lot of examples of holiness, thanks be to God, of priests and seminarians. And so I decided to be one. But I was never really too into it at first. And then during the second year, I really was like, God, if this is where you want me, like this is where I'll be. And I really started to grow and flourish there, and I loved the community. And I have made the best friends of my life are there, and they're friends that I would honestly call brothers without cliche, because we've been through so much together. And thinking about this video just a few seconds ago, there's so many of them, so many of you that I would love to give a shout out about for helping me on my journey, and so many guys, but it would be impossible to go through all. So I will say this: I entered with James and Stephen and Emilion, and over the 3 years I got to really know them, and thanks be to God, we're all still close. Emilion has unfortunately passed away, but we believe he's interceding for us in heaven. But James, Stephen, and I have remained very close, and our brotherhood, the brotherhood that we made in seminary, isn't going to fade away, right? Because it's not based on what we're doing, but who we are. So I've loved my time in seminary. I loved being there. I still love the priesthood. I see it as a beautiful gift, but not something that I was being asked to receive at this point in my life, and not something that I wanted to discern anymore. And I keep on saying at this point in my life because I am still open to God's call to the priesthood, but I feel very free now that I have left the program officially to discern marriage and natural family life, but also to still discern priesthood, but now it's at more of a distance and from the outside looking in instead of the inside perspective. So if any of you are watching this and you are like, man, like I really want to consider priesthood or want to check out the seminary, but I'm afraid, don't be, because seminary is an amazing, amazing place. Great people, especially at Sacred Heart Major Seminary. And I would really encourage you to go there, even if it's just for a year of your life. Men go into the seminary and they leave better than when they got there because of the graces, the holy hours, the community, mass, sacraments, all the time. It's an amazing place, and I was there. I'm still taking classes there, so I'm going to hopefully get a degree in philosophy at the end of this year, and then I will pursue further studies in psychology. Actually, I would like to be a counselor, help people that way. But I'm still taking classes there, and last night I just wanted to stay the night because it feels like home. And Sacred Heart will always be my home, and right now it feels like I've left home to go to college, or I've left home to pursue my career and all those things, but it'll always be home, it'll always be family. So to all of you who are at Sacred Heart, I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything, and I will see you a lot. And everyone else, seminary is a place to go to discern God's call. Not exactly a priest factory. While it is the place you go to be a priest, that's not the ultimate purpose or the only purpose for it. So I hope this video finds you well. And just disclaimer, still Catholic, still love Jesus, still love the priesthood, just discerning other things right now. I'm actually at a church, just got out of adoration. So holiness is not only for priests and nuns, right? It's for all of us, everybody. And that's really what the Lord was putting on my heart, was just the universal call to holiness. So I still go to Mass every day, still try to make it a holy hour, still do praise and worship, pray the rosary, Chaplet of Divine Mercy. And not because I'm like a super saint or like a superhero or because I want to try to look holy, but it's just holiness should be part of our life. God is everything. He's the beginning and the end. And you don't have to go to seminary to really realize that, to develop a relationship with him. But seminary has been a great gift. Ultimately, the giver of that gift is Jesus, and he's still with me, and he's still giving. So I will continue to follow him. I'll pray for you and pray for me. All right, see ya.